Franklin.
Hey, what's going down, home?
The market, my boy.
Ready to see what you're fighting today? Scorn approaching. It's time to bang knuckles. You'd think we'd have run out of scorn by now. How are they breeding? Transmat fire. Give me those moats and I'll make you rich, brother. I promise. invader down. Thanks.
What are you watching?
Me and Johnny playing Destiny 2. I live streamed it.
Invader inbound. Huh.
I put it on Facebook. It didn't seem like we were gaming for 2 hours. I told him, hey Johnny, you know we've been on here for 2 hours. He goes, wow, it doesn't seem like it.
Hostiles inbound and sick. Your allies invading. High value
So I
target
sent
is
it to his
down.
dad too, so you could see how good Johnny is. Just me and Johnny went through and completed a bunch of missions on Destiny 2.
Small blocker outbound. Your allies back with 2 kills under their belt. Portal's up. Go look 'em in the eyes. Hostiles incoming at the base. Hey, you've got enough to pull a primeval. Thank those moats. Portal's ready. You summoned a primeval. Kill it, and the win is yours. Your allies invading the other side. Your allies back with 2 kills under their belt. Envoys in the dirt. Now kill the big guy. Invader incoming. Enemy invader is down. You made that look simple. I put you up against the nastiest horrors I can find in this system, and you laugh in my face as you kill them. Punk.
I hear you. I've had it off. The same one I've been using. It's a pulse. It's, yeah. Yeah, I just gotta adjust it. Well, I'm watching a video that me and my nephew made. Yeah, it's got a thing where you can auto mix the your sound into the other player's game, and I just had it more mixed over because that allows me to hear better. Right. because whenever I mess with it, that's what it does. I had it set, so when you said you couldn't hear me, I went and adjusted it. That's because my mic was off. I told you my mic was off. It, yeah. Did you see how I blocked you in the door? You were shooting it. I put the cabinets in front of the door where you were up there. He wrote me and said, "Oh, I'm gonna work out." I said, "Okay, well, I'm gonna lock you in your room so you can work out." Oh, that's why it took you so long. I was wondering what you were doing. I figured you were working out, so I was. Oh, you shouldn't have to do anything. It should just stay on. Oh,
We're here, stranger.
they don't have your turtle beach?
What's our plan?
Despite our best efforts, the
Your
Vex
turtle
gate
beach.
within remains active thanks to Aramis.
Bluetooth.
Destroying it loses us a vital link to the Vex. A story for another time, perhaps. For now, we need to focus on stopping
You don't
any
have a
further
headset in there?
incursions from the portal.
Understood. We'll take care of it.
You have to turn my volume down because you talk louder than most people. So it's almost like you're screaming in my head. So I gotta turn it down. If you talk, yeah, yeah, because I told you I got a thing that auto mixes it, so I don't hear your voice pounding in my head. It's got a auto mix, so I don't have to. Yeah, it's set back at halfway.
Fuck you! Piece of shit. Baseball bat to the face? Fuck you! You're so goddamn dead! Goddamn ball.
You gonna cover me or what? You fucking got no way out.
Die! 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 Move it! Move it! Stab out both your eyes, fuckhead! I'm gonna kill you, asshole! You lost one!
Testing. 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 Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I switched my mic. I switched my mic down to my controller because the mic is built into the headset. So when I can't hear you, I have to turn up the headset and adjust it. And then the mic is so sensitive that it can hear when it's even closed up on my ears. Because now I can hear your TV, but it's not loud because I can adjust it. That's what's cool about this mic, is that I can adjust the in-game sound. So if someone's sound is too loud on their game, I can adjust it so I can hear their voice. It's a really cool mic. And now that I heard my own voice when I recorded it, it sounded better. Because I moved the mic to the controller. So, yeah. So that's what I did. So now I don't even have to hit the... Now I can just hit the button to hit mute on the controller. Or set the controller down and just go use the bathroom. And I can still hear you. You know, depending on how far away. No, I'm just adjusting because, like I said, out of everybody I game with, you talk the loudest. So as you talk, I'm adjusting it so it doesn't blast me in the head. It just depends how I adjust it. I can hear your people shooting and stuff. Yeah, because I could stand up on a tower and I can adjust the sound on my mic. And I if you're not talking, I will. Because I have to turn it down when you talk because it blasts me in the ear. So that's what I'm doing, is adjusting it so it's not blasting me in the ear. So now, when you talk, it won't be loud. So now it's at normal now. No, not right now, I don't. Because I turned my mic down. I got a sensitivity thing. It has a thing where it shows where I can pick up the game sound and I can distinguish the sound that's coming from your speakers, whether it's on a headset or if it's coming from a TV. And on my mic, I can control that sound to where it auto mixes into mine. So that's what I did. But I removed my mic from my headset so that you wouldn't hear it. So regardless if you have an earpiece in, I can hear what's in that earpiece, what you hear, if I turn up my mic. That's how sensitive this mic is. Yeah. Well, I don't even have the setting turned up all the way. There's a bit rate, and I just have the regular bit rate. If I turn up the bit rate on the 3D Pulse, it'll even get better. But I sent a picture of it in the messages. When I sent it to Johnny, I sent it to you too. Because I told Johnny to get one because they're excellent for the PS5, but they're also compatible with the PS4. So, a lot of the equipment, except for like the HD camera, that might be compatible with the PlayStation, I don't know, but it may not have as good resolution. Might work for the Pro. Because of my Pro, it's a much bigger camera. And the one for the PlayStation 5 is like quarter of the size. But it still has 2 lenses in it. It's just an HD camera. I don't know. All I know is when I had to set it up, I had to, do the normal where you set it up with 3 points, and it looked clearer than the for my PlayStation Pro. But it said on there that it's only a 720p the last I looked, so it's not really, But the resolution when I go on YouTube, I got the YouTube turned up all the way. Like if I go into broadcast because I'm broadcasting it, and I go into my broadcast settings, I can't look at it right now. But there's nobody watching right now. Been on broadcasting for an hour and 14 minutes, but I was just watching the video. And Amy was asking me what I was watching. And I said, I was watching the video I sent my brother and his son at the same time, just to show my brother how good of a gamer he is. But I came in and rescued him, and he died in the game. But it's like when we go into a PvP or whatever, you show me his shotgun. The shotgun he just got, it's got 4 barrels on it, and the thing's insane. Yeah, like I said, you bring that into the PvP when we go in against other players. I mean, he's always top on the list when we're in like with 6 or 7 different people on the team. And he'll do the Destiny 2, I said. It's the game I was just on before you invited me. So he was getting off, so I joined your game. But you had it in a private session, and when it's in a private session, that's very hard to join than just a public. Oh wow, I think Adam just finally wrote me back. Nope. Nothing. He hasn't sent you a text, has he, Adam? Amy? No, just Amy. I'm talking to Amy. I said I was talking to Amy. He didn't write you back, did he? Oh, okay. Because no. He never wrote her. He never even wrote me back. But he goes and says hi to you. And sometimes I slap him in the head. I also told him I wanted 6 feet of Ethernet cord. Since he has all this Ethernet cord, I'm like, okay, well, cut me 6 feet. I need it. I don't want to use this big 20, 30 footer that I bought. We're just going 5 feet from the internet modem. Because I like the PlayStation 5 hooked up directly. It's probably good on Wi-Fi too, but no. The PlayStation Pro and the 5 use the 5 gigahertz, and that's just as fast as plugging in on the Ethernet. But I still like it to be on the Ethernet because if I'm updating the Wi-Fi antennas, I can still be online because it's hooked directly to the modem. The antennas are hooked up to the modem too, but if I'm updating the antennas, the internet goes out for all the connected devices that are using wireless. But see, Amy's PlayStation Pro, it doesn't, or Amy's regular PlayStation and your regular PlayStation does not use 5 gigahertz of Wi-Fi. It uses the 2.4. But your router only puts out the 2.4. But my router at home, all my antennas put out the 5G and the 2G. The 5G will pump more information. That's why when you do a speed test, it's so fast here. Oh. Well, it's going to be done before I even get up the stairs. If you want. I see you got a save now. Yeah, even by yourself you make money. I thought it goes by quite fast if you just let it go. It's pretty damn fast. Oh, this thing's fast. That's why I go in the party chat, because if I go off and go and check a message, you're not cut off. And I don't have to worry about the little mini-me's crying on here. Figured it out. Yeah. Yeah. I was shooting through the glass. I got a gold finger gun. Yeah, I know. You can't. Yeah, you can't do it in the survival. Any survivals or missions, it won't count. Or if you're in your CEO. Nope. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be regular. Yeah, you have to be a regular nobody. That's probably why it's not counting. I mean, that's what I found when I did it. I don't know if it's true now, but I don't think it should matter, but it might. I know that when you run certain CEO and motorcycle groups, there's certain things you can and cannot do. If you're in a motorcycle group, you can't call up your helicopter from your CEO. And if you're in your motorcycle group, you can't go and do your businesses in your thing, and you can't just call up your oppressor. You can if you call your mechanic, but then you gotta wait for your mechanic to bring it over. But if you're in your motorcycle group, you can call your oppressor too, right up if you have one. It'll pop up immediately no matter where you're at, which is kind of awesome when you run setups for your businesses or if you're selling product. Uh-uh. I never go into it. I don't know. You have to look it up what it wants you to do. Sometimes they change stuff. I don't know. There might be something you have to do yet. It's been a while since I did that one. Couple years, 3 years. Back when I used to play with Cody's brother Bill, and I was on Grob, whatever you called it, Grob. He called his crew Grob. Well, like when I sent you a crew invite for my crew on here, it said that it's waiting your accepting. So I don't know if there's room or you went in the wrong spot, but the crew invites are in your online and your options. So you go down to has jobs, join friends, join crew members, and it says right, but you can be in more than one crew. You can be into up to 5 crews, and you can switch between the crews, because sometimes if you're not in the same crew, you won't get the awards that you normally would get. Like when you're doing stuff with other players that are in a CEO or motorcycle group. If you're in the same crew, that's the reason why Amy's character, when Sky was playing with it, it was leveling up faster whenever she was around me and she wasn't even doing anything. She was leveling up faster than what you were, because she's in the same crew. It said washer machine finished. I didn't even know you had it running. Wow. You must be feeling good if you did the laundry.
I don't have a choice. I need to close the lamp.
Oh, yeah. But I didn't even see you go down there. You must have. I don't. I go down there and touch the washing machine. I'll put something in wrong. I can put it in the dryer and start it. That's about it. She has a special cleaner she uses, and she's got special settings on there. So if I go down there and start pressing buttons and change all her settings, that's like when she said, "Don't change any of my settings on my controller on my PS4, Mike." Yeah, but that's different. But if I go down and I start pressing buttons and I change something on the washing machine,
The washing machine might not work next time.
it's not that easy down there. Not the one we got. Dude, it connects to my TV. It just told me it was done. No, my washing machine, it updates online. And it sends a message to my TV saying that the washing machine is done washing the clothes. It's a high-tech washing machine and dryer. The dryer opens up in 2 different spots. It can open up and down. It can open side to side. I spent a couple $1,000 on the washer and dryer. It's the one she wanted. I bought them when we first moved in here. Yeah, maybe. But this one, Yeah, but this one conserves your water, and it cleans your clothes a lot better. That's the difference between a $400 one and a $1,000 one. Yeah, well, this one washes even better. It gets all the cat hair out. It gets all the dirt out of your. It also has it also cleans the inside. Like where you are, where you live, does anybody clean the inside of that thing? Because do they use like a special bacteria thing where they clean it? Yeah. I would hope they. Yeah, I would hope they do because what happens is inside the washer inside the washer there's a screen, and on the back side of that screen it gets dirty. There's no way to clean it. But the washer machine that I have, it cleans that part. It has a special cleaning to clean the inside of the washer machine so that you don't get bacteria and stuff in there. Because probably what the landlord does is come in with bleach and run bleach through it. And after a while, that just sits on the machine after a while. But that's, you can't really put a really expensive washer and dryer in a rental place. Which he's probably the only one besides Gibby that I know that has a washer and dryer at the apartment building. Because Gibby had, when I first moved there, he had those Speed Queens put in. And that was over 10, 15 years ago. And a Speed Queen, he got it from a laundromat that was no longer here for the last 20, 30 years. But Speed Queens, oh. But even like Amy and even Becky, every once in a while, they ran bleach to it. Especially if Roger used it, because I don't know if you remember Roger Dodger there. He, I'm sure his underwear was like 10 times dirtier than any of our underwear put together. Yeah. Well, he was my neighbor, but that crazy lady that messed up Amy's car, we believe that one of the neighbors over there, because she actually went in there when Roger was dead and took his money. And now she lives behind us again. But she doesn't know we live here.
I was in Walmart the other day and she walked by me and I don't know my feet just popped in hurt. I was in here yesterday doing so much shopping. I'm just going to take one of these carts. And she gets on one of the carts and
she's a nut. She didn't even know you, did she?
No. I just watched her walk by and then watched her walk back by because I can't tell her she can't take one.
That's why I think she's a meth head on drugs. That Vicky Tarnovi or whatever her name is. I mean, if you saw my camera, what time she comes in and out at night, that's how drug dealers work. They come in at 2, 3, 4 in the morning all the time. And there's a truck always coming there, and they're bringing stuff and leaving and going. So I told the Iron Mountain cops, I said, back in the day, and I'm just telling you, your predecessors, your Sith Lords know this too. That's how I talked to the cops. I said, your Sith Lords that trained you should have told you this. Anytime between 2 and 7 a.m. in the morning, that's when drugs are passed around. And if you people don't get it by now, that's what's going on over there across the street. In my back alley. And if I had enough time to sit there, maybe in the summer if I get bored, I'll stand back there with a baseball bat. Or I'll get real close, buy myself a nice infrared camera, and send it to the prosecutor and tell him, hey, you know, I told the cops that these people are meth dealers. They're doing drugs. Because there's a guy that lives downstairs, either downstairs or upstairs. I think he's upstairs, maybe downstairs. But he's black. I'm against it. But he's got, I think, a white girlfriend. She's got a pit bull. But I was back there one time in my car, and she was letting her dog run around, and she didn't see me in the car. And I was glaring at her and her dog, and I was reaching for my phone. She called her dog because her dog's been shitting in my yard, and I got video of it. And I know she can see all them cameras back there because I told her landlord I got a camera. And if I catch that dog in my yard this year, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to buy myself a pellet gun, and I'm going to shoot it. Let's just say, hey, it was in my fucking yard, so I killed it. Because I can shoot a pellet gun, just not a gun. Because pit bulls, I don't care, man. I don't want this pit bull shit in my yard. They put fucking shit like an elephant. I'm almost like Jim Carrey. I'm going to grab a newspaper and go shit in their yard. Right in the front lawn, you know. You ever see when Jim Carrey loses it? A lady in the line? Well, that's you and me. You mind if I go first? So he grabs the tampons. I can see you and I doing that. Attention shoppers. We have a fallopian explosion on aisle 5. Oh my god. No wonder why he went off grid. That guy makes so much money, man. You know, it finally clicked on him. He finally realized that he's part of everything and everyone. He finally just, after all the stuff he's been through in movies and meeting people and seeing how fake Hollywood is, it finally dawned on him how fake everything is. And that's why he took up being an artist. It don't matter if he ever gets a job again. But he took that one gig for Saturday Night Live and he pretended to be Joe Biden. He was real good at it. I mean, he projected both Joe Biden on Saturday Night Live perfectly. And the only reason he stopped doing it is because it was too far away. Because he's in California and he would have to come all the way to New York every week to do it. So towards the end, he wasn't Joe Biden anymore. They had one of the ladies be Joe Biden. But he was the best. I don't care what anybody says. He totally acted like Joe Biden. And he think he didn't like Joe Biden, and that's why he did that. But Jim Carrey never expressed his political view because he didn't think there's a lot of stars that don't think that they should do it. Like Dolly Parton, she won't express it. She keeps it private. I'm the same way around my uncle. My Uncle Dave, he doesn't like Trump. So I don't discuss political things around him. I never have. But I guarantee he's not very happy with the Democratic Party right now. He's probably wondering what the fuck is wrong with Joe and who's really running the country. That's why Amy didn't vote, because I remember her and her sister got into it. You know, Amy listened to everything her sister was saying, but her sister was not listening to her. Yep. Which one is that? Oh, Maria? You know, Maria that works at the front desk, Amy? That's the one that got into a stupid argument with Mike about politics. She's total Democrat. Watch out for that one. She thinks that Trump was the reason that everything's fucked up. That's how fucked up she is.
I don't talk politics with anybody.
No. Yeah, I told her about it that day. Remember when I told you about when Mike said I agree to disagree? She didn't even know what that meant. So if you ever get in an argument with her, just say I agree to disagree. And she may look stupid. But what were you saying about her? Amy doesn't really get into people like that. She just walks away. She knows her, but she doesn't have to deal with her. Yeah, but when one of her relatives gets drafted and gets killed, it'll have everything to do with it. Well, she must not have any relatives that are veterans. Or, you know, she's just that stupid. I don't know. She knows. Probably knows you're right. But I also have to bring up the fact that Michael, God said, if you cannot forgive others, how can your Father in heaven forgive you? Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, true. Yeah. Yeah, right. But you also have to get into that mode that the situation's over. Forget about it. Yeah. Yeah, you just let me know how she is. I know a lot of people like that, dude. Even people we know that are friends, sometimes they'll do that, and it's just because they're human. But people like you and I, or Bill, you know, if we've done something, we take a tone for it and take responsibility for it. And, you know, it's just like the Boondock Saints. You know, you come up and give them a whack and say thanks for coming out. You know. Yeah, I was kind of ducked down and watching. No, not in here. Nothing counts in here. You can't even call a strike team. No, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. I know you can't. You can't. You can't call one in here. It's a survival. But you can't. I'm already telling you, you can't. You can't do it. But you can't do it. But you can't do it. It's alright. No. No, because I know you can't do it. No, I agree to disagree. Because I know it can't be done. Because you can't do it. Because I can't do it. If you could call in a strike team, then I can't call in a strike team. Can't call one in. It's a survival.
Meriwether is experiencing unusually high call volume. Please try again later.
Because when you do it, it just says Meriwether is experiencing high call volume. It's because you're in a survival. You can't call in strike teams. No. I said no. Because I know it can't be done. I tried it just now. Can't be done.
Hey, it's Lester. I don't listen to my messages, but I probably listen to yours. Do with that as you will.
Cool. You got shocked out. I shot this garbage can and it's sitting on its end. Right here. It's like sitting on its end. On the edge. I don't even know how you can even do that. I shot it with my shotgun. This garbage can. Yeah. Well, this is that armor shotgun. It's explosive rounds. Yeah, you gotta have a mobile center. It's special advanced weapons. They have armor-piercing rounds. Yeah, it's for your bunker. And mobile unit. No, it's a mobile. It's a mobile unit. You have to buy a bunker. And then you go into your war stock and buy a mobile. I'm not sure. All I know is once you buy one, you have to buy the mobile unit if you want one. And the mobile unit has 3 turrets on it if you want 3 turrets. But then you gotta mod it out because it costs quite a bit of money, and then you gotta, if you want weapons on it or if you want to be able to store a vehicle in it. I just put all the weapons in it. I never store a vehicle in it. because like you could change your clothes in it. You got a weapons thing in there, and you could put a vehicle in there, and it can withstand rockets being blasted at it. I must have been shot with a rocket eight to 12 times, and the vehicle still was driving down the road. I had Bill shoot me with a presser like 6 or 7 times, and on the eighth or 10th try, it finally blew up. But I was inside of it, and I was fine. But the cops can bust you in it, though. If too many cops get over there, I mean, you can sit in there with 2 or 3 people and kill cops for hours. That's what you and I used to do. I'd call out that mobile unit, and you could just sit in a turret, and I'd drive around. But it's an armored vehicle. It's kind of like the Terabyte, but the Terabyte is a little more different. My bunker is the most expensive one on the map. Mine's the most expensive one on the map, and it's in the middle of nowhere by a big farm. It's the most expensive one. And my bunker has everything in it. In fact, I think that bunker's going to be ready to sell stuff. Yes. Yes.
right back! Rollins is hit! We got a man hit!
Yeah, I can't do it. No, the scale doesn't work. Yeah, but it's not going to work. Because it won't work. I'm too heavy for the scale. Yeah, I'm not going to the doctor. Yeah, I'm just. You have to remember, I got a heart condition, so there's not a lot I can do, physical-wise. So, yeah, exercise is not going to help me. It's just diet. Yeah. It's just being locked up, and that's all it's about. That's why I gained weight. I already know. The doctor already knows. It's just because I've been locked up for a year. And I had problems. I'm getting older, and there's not much that you can eat these days that tastes good without putting some kind of salt or something on it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure you realize when you go to the grocery store and you start buying strawberries and you start buying all these fresh vegetables, it's just amazing. It blows my mind, and it makes me even more angry because every time I try to do that, I'm spending tons of money to do it. And I did that for like the first year or two. And it just totally blew my mind that all this junk food costs super cheap. But you got to spend all this money to be healthy. And a goddamn strawberry doesn't cost as much as a fucking burger at McDonald's. And it's what makes me mad. It's not the problem. It's society. Because there's no way to, a competition all it does is make me more agitated. I'm just letting you know that. Yeah, it would just make me more agitated because I'd get more mad. Yeah, I just have to get back into my diet, and it's from just eating one meal a day, and it's not healthy. See, when I was in the hospital, I was eating nothing but vegetables. There was no meat I was eating, so I was able to lose the weight. I like salads. I like stuff like that. But like with me and Amy, it's hard because she can't cook every single day. Sometimes she's just super tired, and you go out and you just get some food because you don't feel like cooking. You know what I mean? I don't care what you do, man. I mean, I've sat there. It does. It's just how much food you consume. It really is. I've done so much when it comes to losing weight. And I know when I lost 150 pounds in 3 months, the one thing that did it was not the exercise. I mean, I exercised so much my grandma was worried about me. I mean, I was really exercising every single day. And I had like 1 or 2 days where I took a break. on the weekends, where I didn't work out at all. Because you have to give your body time to rest and heal so that, you know what I mean, you don't cause more damage. Because if you work out every day, you can cause your body to you do more harm than not exercising at all. And I found that out because my body started to, you know, not heal right. And I started getting to where, you know, you can get physically injured. Or, you know, you start to lose your electrolytes. And that's what was happening to me. That's why I dropped so much weight. I mean, I even went to the lengths because it wasn't illegal then. It was back in the 90s. I even wore sweatsuits. Lo and behold, it was a good thing that I was taking vitamins and stuff. Because had I not, I probably, you know, and see, from all of that, back in my 20s and 30s, I don't know if that had something to do with my heart failure today. Because back then, I had high blood pressure. And I was always working out all the time and doing hard work. You know, it seemed like the only thing that really did anything for me, because it was low impact, was all that walking and the low impact work that I did when I did janitorial. Because I wasn't running around and I was working at a steady pace where, you know, you got to push machines around, swing them up, stuff like that. That's when I noticed I lost the most weight. And I wasn't when I was working out. It just depended on how busy I was. So back when I used to work at Econo, stripping and waxing floors back in the early 90s, when I was at work, it seemed like I lost more of the weight there. And then when I would go to the gym, because I went to Rice's Gym, which is, I don't know what they call it in Kingsford now. That's that one gym. Yeah. Well, it was Rice's Gym back then. And I went there because Larry Rice, he met Arnold Schwarzenegger. He knew him. Back when he was doing Conan the Barbarian and Terminator. And he met him. He knew him. But Larry, he was a big guy. And his wife was in good shape too. I mean, I don't even know what ever happened to them. I think they retired, but Larry was a really nice guy. I had a membership at that gym probably for 10 years. But he remembers when I came in, I was like close to 400 pounds. And by the time I got out of there, I was 190 in 3 months. I graduated, and then in September I ran into some friends I used to hang out with. And everybody thought I was my brother. Some people were calling me John. I said, no, I'm not John. I was actually in better shape than John. I was, you know, as tall as I am now. Clean shaven, long hair, kind of long hair. But I was ripped like Bruce Lee, but more meat. I had the 16 pack abs because that's where I got that ab rail and all them weights from because I used to do it at home. I had the weights out in the garage. But the one thing that I'd like to buy is a total gym because that thing is low impact. You know, Amy has one, but it's an older one. But the total gym uses your weight, and you can adjust it. It's not Pokemon hunting because I'm not even doing that. I have them. I have the metal ones. Yeah. I don't know. I'm just kind of like, I'm serious. I can't even exercise because when I do, I can only do so much, and it doesn't do anything for me. So I just gave up on it. You know, the doctor. You know, it's like I said. You know, I'm not going to get any better, and I'm definitely not going to get any worse. What? Yeah, who? I have no idea. Randy? Yeah. Yeah. Well. Well, him and I are probably in the same boat. We are Geminis. Yeah. Yeah, but see, his predicament is not as bad as mine. Mine's my heart. And once you lose your heart, you have to understand, my heart's pumping at 45%. That's less than half. So when I go to do something, I'm exerting, you know, that's why whenever we went for a walk, I couldn't walk very far. You know, I mean, back when my heart failure was getting bad because it was unchecked, because my heart enlarged, okay? It enlarged. It's twice as big than what it's supposed to be because of all the years of high blood pressure that I had since I was in my 20s. So any exercise that I did, it enlarged my heart. Yeah. It's actually worse for me. I mean, I still get around and I do things, but I do it moderately because when I take medication that helps make my heart beat faster, that helps my heart beat better. You know what I mean? But like the doctor told me, and I told her, I said, I do shoveling, I got the grass, stuff like that. You know, I'll probably be doing more walks. But if I was to sit and do like really hard exercise, what would happen is that these pills, they make my heart beat. You know, they make it pound. Okay? So what would happen is my heart would keep on pounding to the point where I would have a heart attack and die if I did too much. So I have to, once I catch myself sweating, I have to stop what I'm doing. That's how dangerous it is. Heart failure can kill you. That's why, what's his name, that guy that, he didn't even know he had it. The big black guy that played in the Green Mile. Yeah, he didn't even know he had heart failure. So when he overexerted himself, he died of a heart attack. And when they did an autopsy, he had heart failure. That's what he died from. It's like your heart starts, what happens, your heart can't move the blood around, and you either can die of a stroke, an aneurysm, or a heart attack. The other day, I had a headache. So Oh yeah, I forgot I left the room. I'm so used to it being on my mic. No, I'm just saying that the best way for me is, you know, if my heart started working better, you know, started pumping better than 45%, and I started getting up to like 60%, because when I went back and started working for Scott, I was about 55, 50, 60, somewhere around there. I was doing pretty good. But then Scott made it to the point where I couldn't even go to my appointments, and so the doctor wasn't filling any of my scripts anymore, and I couldn't afford the medication and still pay my bills, because the medication was super expensive, and I had no medical insurance. See, now I have medical insurance, so it pays for it. Pays for the doctor and everything else. But it's one of the reasons I won't, you know, go to that thing and have that colostomy done. I'm like, so I'm going to go there and you're going to tell me if I have cancer, if I don't have cancer. Okay, whatever. It just sounds retroactive to me. Whether I have cancer or not, and you tell me I have cancer, then you're going to put me through chemotherapy where you get a bunch of money. Well, if I'm going to die, I guess I'm going to die. Why would I need you to tell me I'm going to die? And then you take more money from me and use me like a lab rat and put all this chemotherapy in me that doesn't do anything for me anyway. I've watched many family members die that way. You know, my aunt might have died from like colon cancer, and my uncle had some colon removed. But I have no problem in that area taking a shit. Everything comes out fine. I haven't noticed any bumps or any of this. But you know, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die. Whether you tell me I'm going to die or not. And I got to the point that I started telling the doctor that with the heart failure. I said, there's a lot of shit you guys don't even know. Because, like, when I told him I was having problems, it's almost like it went in one goddamn ear and out the other. Because I said, I'm retaining water. I'm still retaining water. But pills ain't doing shit. Because all it is a Band-Aid. That's all it is. There is no cure. There is no treatment. All it is you watching what you drink and what you take in. Like today, I haven't even drinking anything. Because I'm trying to eliminate the water out of my system. Because a couple of days ago we had pizza, so I gotta flush all that salt out. Every once in a while I like to have a treat. You know, Amy had her teeth pulled. It was almost, she could barely even eat anything lately. You have 3 teeth. Yeah, well, what do you think? She can't eat. She can't eat. Can't eat. It doesn't feel good. No. No. No, she's not going to feel good for another week or 2. It takes a while to heal, Mike. I mean, I had all my teeth pulled out. She only had 3 teeth pulled out. But when I had it, man, I told her, I said, you're going to lose weight. Probably not like I did, but when I had my teeth pulled out, that's when I lost weight, because I wasn't eating. I was eating yogurt. I could eat a strawberry barely if I chopped it up and diced it. But then I had to be careful what I drank. But see, Dr. Pernetti, he knew about my heart failure back then, because I had it in 2017, and that's when I had my teeth done, is in the fall. So he put a heart monitor on me while he was doing the extractions. That's how much he cared about everything. And when his people messed up and put a smaller piece in, he came in and redid it and took the charge off, and he came in and made them right, because I said, when you did the bottom, it was perfect. When she went and did the top, I kept telling her it was too small. And I didn't like the way she was talking to me. And he came in and he goes, well, I'll take care of it. And then he did it, and he goes, I'm telling you, we should just start right from scratch. I'm not going to charge you. I'm going to put the credit right back on, and we're going to start over again. Because I like to have it done right. And when Amy seen that they were doing that, because I went out and got a loan to have it done. Of course, Amy's will be cheaper because she only needs a partial and like a couple root canals or whatever. You know, when we had those teeth pulled today, and she had that scraping done, they gave her quite a deal. Because normally when she had that scraping done, it was like $100 and some, and they covered, her insurance covered 80% of it. And then a week or two later, her insurance would pay it back because Walmart goes to the Upper Peninsula dental or whatever. So in a week or two, she gets the credit back. So like in a week or two, she'll get back a certain amount for what was done. Extractions, it could be anywhere from 50 to 60. But like when she came in, she had that other stuff done, they covered 80% of it. But still, half is better than nothing. I told her, I said, if you can work it out, because to get your teeth completely done, it's around $6,000. If they can hook it up with your insurance through Walmart first, and us just pay the half of it, I could probably put that right on my credit card and you'd have your teeth done. But I kind of want to get shit paid off on the card and possibly get my dental paid off too, because I only own $3,000. So if I stick all my monthly income into it, I should be able to get it paid off. Kind of glad I paid the rent ahead of time because she needed her teeth done. It just kind of worked out. She called me up and she goes, they said they could pull my teeth and probably give me a deal for what I had done today. And I said, well, you're probably not going to be going to work tomorrow. You have to work tomorrow? Yeah. You're not going to be going. She woke up. She's like, oh, fuck. Told you. Especially when she fell asleep the night before. And the gauze scabbed over. So when she got to pull the gauze back, her gums started bleeding again. Because she left the gauze in her mouth too long. Because she fell asleep when she got home. 5 minutes later, after coming back from the dentist, she's asleep on a couch. And I mean, I just let her sleep. And then yesterday she slept all day. That's why she was up all night. And then we slept during the day. And then I woke up, took a video of Kibbles in the dark, snoring, and Mom snoring, and Kibbles was snoring louder than she was. Except Kibbles couldn't do the pew 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 unicorn snore. Like that. When Amy snores, she goes... Kibbles can't do that. Shouldn't have lips. At least not lips like we do. But I sent it to Amy when I woke up and she just laughed. I said, you woke up to Kibbles snoring. As soon as she woke up, Kibbles took off on my belly. Speaking of the cat, I haven't seen it. It's tired, I guess. Got up early with us. Her schedule's all screwed up. Because Mom's home and she can't sleep. She tries to stay awake and she can't. Poor cat. Amy goes back to work. I'm not going to see the cat. It's going to be sleeping. But it is true. They do take about probably anywhere from 30 to 50 naps a day. Frickin' cats, man. I wonder why they can do so much. Oh. Yeah, I seen him spectating in here when you were working out. Yeah. Yeah, me and Ghosty a couple times at night, we were the only ones in the lobby. Like 2 or 3 nights in a row. So we got a lot of stuff done. One night we went around and got all the signal jammers. So I helped him finish his too. Because he had more than I did. I said I was just going around and, you know, every once in a while I'd see one and I'd shoot it. So I had about, 20 or 30 of them. Oh, I kind of know where they're at. I found the best vehicle to go around and get them, the Hydra. The Hydra jet. It's like a Harrier. It's like a Harrier from the 1960 Harriers. They can take off vertically. They don't need an airstrip to take off. You can land them like a helicopter. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's going there anyway.